sorry, but it's gonna be too late. Your girl done walked out on you, and your friends, they all
Sander.
gone.
How are you, mate? Whew. Market just opened, and let's have a look at platinum here. Yeah, this was a clearest F1 strategy setup on platinum, but I didn't take it. How are you guys? So looking for shorts on the FTSE. Not going to miss those shorts on the FTSE today. Let's have a look at the pound. Gold. Nope. The FTSE is the one. All right, how are you? How are you, Konstantin? Sandor, how are you? Now, yeah, let's have a look at this right here on the FTSE. So this is the F1 strategy setup that I was talking about. Shorts here, aggressive entry. Let me grab my crosshair tool. I'm going to place this trade right here. So this is about a 3.9 R, right? Oh boy. Hold on, the FTSE here. I am looking at my MT4. So if the FTSE breaks with the highs, I'll probably won't be taking it, right? It's looking very good. Actually, you know what? Hold on. So this is the 3-minute chart. Yes. So I'm waiting for my oscillator to hit maximums, right? The other, right there. Yeah, it's looking very good actually. So, hold on. This is the FTSE, and I just don't have it on my MT4. What I want to do. All right, so here it is. Pending order. I'll probably be risking 0.5% here. I just need this candle to close, right? What I dig about this setup, hold on guys, I am not looking at the chat at the moment. Hey man, it's good to be here. Awesome. Hey, why are you promoting a scam? Dash to trade. Not, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It is not a scam. Why would you say that? I mean, why would you say that? It's not, I mean, it's not even listed. It's in pre-sale made. I mean, what the hell? Advanced Live, how are you? this is looking very, very good. All right, let's have a quick look at the pound yen. I'm still writing some shorts on the pound yen. Not doing much right now. The footsie side. On the footsie side, I'll probably be doing this. Let's wait. I need to wait. I need to wait. For a clear reversal signal. So what are you guys trading at the moment? Yeah, this was a great F1 strategy setup in platinum. I didn't take it because the account that tracks the VAP trades, that broker does not have platinum, so I couldn't send you guys this one, but this is an amazing trade. All right, let's wait for that footsie to develop. I was looking also at silver shorts. Still look. All right. So, in the meantime, let's have a look at silver. Right. I was looking at silver shorts. So Nat, I am. Hold on, bro. They have a whole list of articles they were mentioned in, and there's no articles. Take lot times, for example, and the ones that do or just copy paste. Their Telegram is now shut down. Their Twitter is full of scammers. Listen, mate. I don't know what to tell you, but if you hold on. If you saw important announcement, I'm gonna show you here. Important announcement. Following the recent series of mass reporting, the Dash to Trade Telegram channels have reportedly been disabled from the platform. There were too many new scam Telegram channels, taking our name and scamming people. All right. Footsie longs. All right. So, footsie long, footsie shorts. Still looking for footsie shorts, possibly at the 7700. This is looking very, 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 very bullish. But what I dig is that I'm not in love with that trade anymore. But silver shorts, on the other hand, are looking very good. So if you notice, silver is in an immediate bearish move. So first thing, a nice break of the Asian session lows, right? We have a couple of imbalances here where I am looking to take that trade. So let's go to the 5-minute chart just to have a quick look. 2-minute chart, 1-minute chart. All right. I take my entries at the 3-minute chart, as you already know. And where's the high of this candle? Here. Yeah, right there. So I'll probably place a sell limit at the 23.56.5 in silver. And yeah, this the FTSE is just quite it opened quite bullish. So even I mean, if you look at the market structure, right? Um, the sentiment change from bearish to bullish. We have a failure to make a higher high, a break of the previous higher low. But yesterday, if you were here yesterday, uh, I didn't take a slam dunk short on the footsie. Let's have a look at the risk to reward ratio in this. I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best. Um, yeah, I'll probably be taking this one. I am in USD CAD long trade. Open lunchtime yesterday. Yeah, we're going to have a look at that. So I am about to place this short on silver right here. Let me place that trade, and then I'll share it with you. Market watch silver. All right, so basically, let's have a look. 23. I said 23. 5, no, 20. Yeah, something like these. This is what I'm doing. Just calculating position size here on the account that tracks the VAP trades. So now targets should be around the 2320. Yeah, 2320. So basically 2320, 3.4 R. So I am actually going to put my stop losses here. It's a 7R. Let me think about this, because I'm not quite in love of putting my stop losses above these highs. Yeah. This is too wide of a stop loss. I'll put it here. That yields a 5.9 R. Yeah. All right. So I just placed that trade, that order. I am going to send it to the VIP group. Just a second. It's a sell limit at 23.55. $23.55 with stop loss at 23.61. TP at shites. And TP is at 23.20. So that yields, let's have a look. Um, 5.8 R. All right. So silver is placed. Let's have a look at the FTSE. Right. I'm gonna wait for this possible FTSE short. Let's have a look at the pound. Yeah, I mean this is very choppy. And I mean, today I was talking with the team, and I was telling them that what kind of software was that, or is it a model from TradingView? No, the one that I was using on my MT4. This one right here. It's called Risk Calculator. To me, it's the best, risk calculator tool for MT4, and it's super cheap. It's like $10 a month. I'm not paid to promote it, right? But I think it is amazing. And this is the site riskcalculator.app, right? FTSE. Yeah. So I was talking about the pound yen, right? And I'm still holding a little bit of my shorts from yesterday. This is the trade that I took during the Asian Open. This one right here, pretty slam dunk short on the pound yen. And I was talking with the team that I am done looking for Japanese yen longs, right? This is super. Even though these lows are very strong, this is where we have seen buyers jump in countless times, right? This is very choppy, right? And unless I see a break of these highs right here, the 8160, let's call it. This is the Japanese yen basket, right? Very much like the DXY for the Japanese yen. Unless I see a break above the 8160, I don't think I'm going to try to get involved long on the Japanese yen. And if we go to the higher time frames, right, the hourly chart, right, we are clearly trading within a range, right? And yeah, and a break of these lows would yield a very, very nice short setup on the Japanese yen. That, in fact, would be a long on the pound yen, right? But again, there is a ton that needs to happen in order for me to look for another Japanese yen trade. Now, quick look at the FTSE. Yeah. Mm, I'm, I'm actually very possibly will be taking this. So this my setup on my order on silver is this one right here. I'm gonna show you. Uh, I'm gonna go to a 5 minute chart, to the 1 minute chart, so you can actually see it. Remember that pricing might differ from broker to broker, but here my entry is at the 23.55. I put my stop losses above this high and are targeting those lows at 23.20. Right, that is my trade on silver. Now, the thought process. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to record the video for the VIPs too. Your GBP, what do you think? My opinion is sell. What about yours? Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at that. Don't worry. Right. So let me just record this video. Sorry about no camera today, but I was very, very, very. Well, I wasn't late, but I I started my show like 2 minutes before the open, and I just didn't have time to connect my iPhone and set it up. But here we are, nevertheless. All right, so I'm going to record this video. Maybe you can listen to my thought process, then ask me questions about it. You know, this is what I always look for at the London Open, at the New York Open, as an entry model, right? All right, traders. Why don't we talk about this silver short that I just sent to the VAP group, right? First of all, you can see that we are in an immediate bearish move. I said immediate because we're looking at the 50-minute chart. If we look at the 5-minute chart, I'm sorry. If we look at the 50-minute chart, same thing. After this highs around the 24.10 or so, by the end of January, silver has dropped or dipped, always exactly 2.81% without without a very deep pullback. Now, what I'm looking at here today is this again. Um, a break below the Asian session lows. Number one, that's my number one flag, right? First of all, looking for shorts, of course, because this market is bearish in the short term. Second, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have an entry or a possible setup without that break of the Asian session lows. After the break of the Asian session lows, of course, that I am not going to trade the breakout because I don't trade breakouts, I trade pullbacks. And what I'm looking at is a pullback towards this imbalance. Remember, market inefficiencies tend to be filled, and this is where I find my entries. So, I was, a little on how do you say this in English? Undecisive, undecided, right? Where to position my stop losses. I chose to put my stop losses below above this high because because of one, how volatile this market is, and second, the spread is quite wide, right? So putting my stop losses just above these highs, in my opinion, was a little bit too thin. So my entry is, of course, in the middle of that imbalance, stop losses above these highs, and I am targeting, my friends, this imbalance created, at the beginning of January, Friday the 6th. For a here it says 4.2R, but it is a 5. Let me see. It is a 5.8R. So we are about to get filled on this trade. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. I am only risking 0.5% because, again, we have imbalances unfilled above these highs. So, should I get a stop out on this trade, I would look for shorts higher, right? My last possible short would be around the 2367, but the data shows that the imbalance that or the optimal entry is the imbalance that is created just before the break of the Asian session lows. So that's what I'm waiting for. So you guys have any questions about this possible setup, this possible trade in silver? You know what? I'm not going to send it as a free trade actually. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna leave this one, right. Let's have a look at that Euro GBP, right? So first of all, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Alex is long the US dollar, Canadian dollar, right? Let's have a look from, oh boy. Let's have a look at the hourly. So you took a long, remove indicators. USD CAD, right? So you took a long yesterday around lunchtime. I don't know what time you eat lunch, but if it was yesterday, should be, I don't know. So your entry is, prices around your entry at the moment. Let's have a look at the higher time frames for our chart. You know, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, right? First of all, this market is super, super choppy, right? So just by looking at the 4 hour chart, I wouldn't get involved, right? Just have a look at this. This is a massive chop mess. Chop, 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 chop. I like trading trending markets, because the possible edge that you can have, or the minimum edge that you can have, diminishes a ton when the market is not trending, right? This means that any entry models that you may have a lower probability of success when the market is not trending. So, first of all, that. Second, right, big, big, big level cap in the upside in this market. And to be completely honest with you, um, yeah, after price took out these lows, yeah, I could see some longs. Right. If I'm completely honest with you, and if I were to follow a long bias, hold on. Yeah, not even here. Hold on. To me, there's no setup. And after price took out these lows, the next lows are these ones right here, which means that I don't see the upside in this market, more so because of how the US dollar is trading. I mean, this is very bearish. Just have a look at how the US dollar has been trading since it printed those highs at the end of September last year. I mean, we are in a not massive, but we are in a bearish market, 10% down from those highs. The USD just keeps taking out those lows. Yeah, personally speaking, I'm not looking for US dollar longs, and I don't trade the Canadian dollar. So in my head, taking a USD CAD trade would be US dollar driven. Yeah, that's my opinion. Eurogen. No, Euro GBP. All right, Euro GBP. Your opinion is sell the Euro GBP. I don't know. The Euro GBP is another market that I hate trading. I'm barely profitable trade. I mean, I don't trade a lot, and past performance is just not uh, yeah, it's not profitable for me, right? It's the same thing as for me. It's the same thing as trading the Euro USD, right? I mean, if I what are you trying to trade here? You're trying to trade the pound, trying to trade the euro, right? For example, I only trade the US dollar and the Japanese yen, right? Also, you know what? Uh, I trade the US dollar and the Japanese yen, right? So if I'm looking for a, US dollar trade, I'm not going to trade the euro US dollar because what I'm looking for is volatility. We are volatility hunters, right? That's where we make money, all right? So by looking at a possible US dollar trade in such a, thick market in the sense that there's two very strong currencies trading against each other. Just put it like that, right? The moves, a big move on the US dollar is not going to be the same percentage wise on the Euro USD as it would be on the US dollar Mexican peso, right? So, first of all, what I look for, right, is the currency that I'm trading. In this case, let's have a look at the USD, right? If I were to look for shorts on the USD, which I am, but not now, right? At the London Open, I trade the FTSE, the pound. I mean, I trade the pound in the sense that it is what it's moving, right? But nevertheless, all right. So if I were to look for possible U.S. dollar trades, right, it would be around pre-market, right, later today, right, more close to or more closer to the New York Open, right, and I would look for markets where a volatile move on the US dollar would yield a massive move. So, on the US dollar Mexican peso, for example, a volatile move on the US dollar is going to yield a percentage move way bigger than on the Euro USD because this is a very strong currency against a weaker currency. Same thing, US dollar Singapore dollar, right? US dollar South African rand, US dollar Norwegian krona. So, in my opinion, trading the euro versus the GBP, first of all, what are you trading? I don't trade any of those two currencies. That I don't even know why the fuck I have the euro GBP here, right? It's just because one of the majors maybe, but I don't trade any of those two currencies. And if I were to trade one of those two currencies, right? For example, if I wanted to trade the pound, right? I wouldn't look for a setup on the euro versus the pound. Let's imagine that I want to trade the upside on the pound. I wouldn't look for shorts on the euro versus the pound, right? I would go to the pound versus the CAD, for example, the pound versus the Aussie, the pound versus the yen, right? More volatile markets because, in the end, that's where we make money. Now, having said that, you are looking for shorts on this market. Well, why don't we have a look at technicals, right? First of all, this is a chop mess. Just have a look at this. Fuck. This is horrible. Now, having said that, I do like the short side in this market in the sense that just by looking at these lows and this very, very volatile move taking out this liquidity, right? Now, these people got fucked already. Now, if you're looking for shorts, this is the place to look for shorts in the sense that, first of all, deep buyers already got fucked here, and also, weak short players already got fucked, right? Now, what I always tell you guys is that trading the retest of the previous broken level is a no-go, right? It's not profitable long term. The mathematics, the probabilities do not support a profitable trading model or entry model at like this, right? That is a rookie fucking mistake to do. Why? Because more often than not, these weak players are going to get fucked, and they did. And also, if you were to trade here, where would you put your stop losses? There is absolutely no level to put your stop losses. So that's why these people get fucked, because they're rookies and they see this dodgy or whatever the fuck that is. And because there's no level above, they put their stop losses just at 10 pips above, right? And that is the perfect way to get stop hunted. Now, having said that, you have to look at, or I personally look for imbalances because the reason that I look for imbalances is because inefficiencies in the market, they tend to when the when I say inefficiencies in the market, for example, I'm going to give you an example here, right? This is an inefficiency in the market right here. This was an inefficiency in the market, right? This gap, right? This happens when there's not only sellers, right, but there's a ton of sellers on very, very, very few buyers, right? So sellers just swipe or sweep or take out all those, buy orders that are very few, and price just dumps, right? This is an inefficient pricing in this market. So these inefficiencies tend to get filled, right? Because the market needs to be efficient, right? So that's why I look for entries around inefficiencies. For example, this silver short, right? This silver short, right? That I'm hunting. I don't know if I'm going to get filled. Who knows? Who the fuck knows, right? Sometimes, I mean, this is not 100%, right? But it's more than 90%. Sometimes, gaps don't get filled. Eventually they get filled, right? But sometimes they don't get filled immediately. But because these inefficiencies in the market have a very high probability of get filled, and more so because what I'm doing here is trading the short side in this market. Why? Because there is momentum to the downside after the break of the Asian lows, meaning that I'm looking for where sellers jumped in this market, and when sellers jumped in this market is here, and you can see it by looking at this inefficiency or this gap or this imbalance in the market, right? So here is here is where we saw a ton of sellers jumping in that caused this break to the downside, right? So because this imbalance just was created, the probability of it getting filled, right, before the actual move is quite high. And this is as simple as I can put it, right? That's what I look for, right? That's why for me it's very, very important to be in front of my screens at at the right hours, right? Yeah, I can do this anywhere in the world, but I need to be on my screens at 7:30 a.m. London time and at 8 a.m. New York time to trade. Because if I start taking trades in the middle of the sessions, my profitability goes down, and that's what happened to me last week. I was taking trades in the middle of the sessions, and yeah, it's not my entry model is based around exactly this, right? Exactly this. This is what I look for. This is what I need to do over and over and over and over to make money, right? Yeah, and that's it. You just need to find yourself. If two pairs are long, does that mean a combination will be long as well? Hold on. Let's assume GBP USD long and US dollar Japanese yen long. Can that lead to GBP yen long as well? Yeah, listen, that's a good question, and I am going to fucking answer. So, oh boy, Santa. But before I answer, um, yeah, I don't know who asked about advanced. Like you asked about the pound, the euro pound. It's not. It's not a bad idea to look for shorts here, right? But I don't know what you're trying to trade, and again, I don't trade this market. So your question, if the pound U.S. dollar is bullish, right, and the U.S. dollar Japanese yen is bullish, would the pound yen be bullish too? Now, that's a good question. Let me put it this way, right? First of all, you need to think what is moving each market, right? If the pound USD is bullish, maybe it's because the pound is bullish or the US dollar is bearish, but that really doesn't matter, right? Let's assume that the US dollar is bearish and it's pushing the pound up, right? Now, if the US dollar Japanese yen is bullish, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen because if the pound US dollar is bullish and that bullishness is driven by the US dollar being bearish on the US dollar Japanese yen, because the US dollar is a much stronger currency than the Japanese yen, and also if it depends on the time of the day you're looking at this trade. If it's right now, of course that the US dollar is going to move that market, which means that the US dollar Japanese yen is going to be bearish, right? So having the pound USD and the USD Japanese yen bullish on a US dollar driven move is impossible, right? It's impossible. Never. You're never going to see that. Now, having said that, if the pound USD is bullish, right, and it doesn't matter if it's because the pound is bullish or the US dollar is bearish, that is going to be very bullish for the pound yen, right? All right, so FTSE. All right. I don't know if I'm going to. No, I'm not going to take this trade. I'm not going to take this trade on the FTSE. Scratch that. This is another thing, guys. This is another thing that I don't do. Um, Look at the percentages here. I'm going to show you. From this high to this low, it's a minus 0.75% move. From this low to current prices, 0.55% move. So just by looking at percentage moves, in the immediate term, this market is no longer bearish. Also, if we go again, if we analyze what happened here, it's very simple. It's very simple, right? So this is the last sweep of the lows right here, the last sweep of the lows. Boom. Now let's have a look at the high that created, or the supply zone that created the last sweep of the lows. It was taken out right here. This is a change in the character in this market. Why? Because that supply failed, right? So it's all about understanding who is in control in right now on the market, right? So trying to short this market just because there is an imbalance here, right? And because we were in a bearish move, it's not optimal. You have to look at who is in the immediate control in this market, and it's obviously bulls, right? We have the last sweep of the lows right here, and then we have this supply zone that created that sweep of the lows. That supply zone got taken out, right? Which means that now we have to look for the demand zone that created that break of the structure, right here. This break of the structure, whatever, right? Um, and now that we have seen this, right? I'm just going to delete these arrows. I'm just going to delete these arrows. Let's go to a very, very, very low time frame, right? And yeah, the 2 minute chart, right? Much better. So right here, I do not see an inefficiency in this market. So yeah, I take my entries on the 3 minute chart, but if you notice here, um, yes, this gap hasn't been filled, but it was mitigated. So to me, when this happens, right, when this happens, the entry is no longer optimal, so I scrap it. And it really doesn't matter if price comes here and then moves to the upside. Historic data has showed me that it's just not optimal. Even though it is profitable, the edge that this setup with this flag has is just way smaller. Right, so I'm just going to wait for, to get filled here, short silver, whilst I look for some other markets. There's nothing going on, to be completely honest. Mm. And the one that I was looking at here was, yeah. So I might come back, guys, for for the New York Open, because right now there's absolutely nothing going on. And one thing that I don't do is just push, just because I need to trade. Nope. Mm. So I look at the Japanese yen. Again, super choppy, but again, buyers jumping in from the lows. That's why I am still holding just a little bit of my pound yen shorts from yesterday. My stop losses are just above these highs right here. Pretty happy with that. Now, if the Japanese yen breaks with these highs, very possibly we're going to test again these highs, and a possible break would be in play. Now, what I would want to see here in that case is, hold on, let me just put some straight lines here. Now, price taking out these highs, then coming back here around these levels, maybe even lower for that move to the upside. And then, if that plays out, then is when I am going to look for those Japanese yen longs, which very probably would be, if you put it pound, on the pound yen, these two levels, this one and this one, are exactly this one and this one, right? So if that happens, would be something like this, and here around this level is where I would look for more shorts on the pound yen, which is basically longs the Japanese yen. Good morning, team. How are you, mate? So if you just tuned in, I have a pending order on silver right here. This is my pending order in silver. Yep. 23.55 stop losses above this high. Yeah. I might get, my trade might get in a bit of a drawdown, which is fine. I'm only risking 0.5%. No need to risk more on, and that's the cool thing about this kind of, or this entry model, is that it yields, big enough risk to reward ratio scenarios that you don't have to risk a ton of your equity. By risking 0.5%, it's just fine. We're looking at a 5R, right? A 5R, 4R, or something like that. Yeah. So there's nothing going on, guys. I might mm, turn this show off. Yeah. Just a last quick look at U.S. equities. Now, U.S. equities are very, 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 very under pressure, right? For the U.S. Open, I will be looking for shorts. Um, uh, all three of the U.S. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500 show very good setups. So I'm gonna show you just a quick one on the S&P 500. Now let's focus on this, right? Taking out these lows. Again, what happens here is that we're going to get, traders, weak short traders or weak bear traders or whatever, however the fuck you want to call them, trying to go short at the retest of the previous broken level. These players are going to get fucked more often than not, right? I'm not saying that they will, but more often than not, they will. Now, we have a big, big, big imbalance here, and we have another one here. This is the 10-minute chart. We have another one here. This one, yeah, this one is no longer in play. So, very possibly, guys, I will be looking for shorts here around the 3907, 3905. My setup will be something like this. Stop loss is about these highs right here. Targeting. All right, so a couple of targets here. Yeah, I'm gonna be targeting this for about 2.4 R. No, hold on. 4.3 R. So this will be my trade for today's New York Open. Right, again. This is a probabilities game, so sometimes price is just going to keep on dipping from these previous broken lows, but more often than not, these weak players are going to get fucked, and that is where I look for my entries, right? Just the same as this silver short. Now, again, also I have time stops in the sense that. Right, this is the other thing, guys, right? As I already told you, I look for volatility, right? Volatility hunters here. If price continues to chop inside of this range in silver for the next hour or so, I might just delete this order, right? I'll keep you guys posted if you're on the VIP. If you're not on the VIP group, I don't trade oil, mate. I don't trade crude oil. That's a market that I just hate trading. It's highly manipulative. I'm having trouble visualizing imbalance and mitigation zones. Any recommendations of books, videos to help me understand the concept further? Well, mate, I'm going to record a video for you, and I'll just upload it. It's quite simple. It's quite simple, guy. I'm gonna show you. It's quite simple, right? Now, first of all, you're going to look for inefficiencies in the market, inefficiencies, imbalances, gaps, whatever you want to call them, right? Just before the break, right? Because that is where the volume jumped in, right? That is where the sweep happened. So, just look at your chart, right? I'm going to thicken the shit out of this chart just for you, mate. Right. So, just look at your chart right here, for example. This is the level, right? I mean, no. I'm going to delete the drawings. This was the level that was capping the downside in this market right here. So here's the break, right? This is the candle that broke. This is the candle that broke. You follow me, right? Following me, right? Now, just look above. Look above. And this is the candle. This is the fucking candle that the volume came in with, right? Now, the first thing you need to look for is the previous candle. In this case, because we're looking at bearish moves, the previous candle's week low, this one right here, right? Then you have the volatility candle, and then you look for the next candle, and the next candle's week high. And that zone right here is the imbalance. That's the imbalance, right? That's the imbalance. For example, here you had an imbalance, and what happened? Boom, the market filled it. But that imbalance really doesn't matter to us because what we look for is the imbalance that was created because of the sellers that jump in this fucking market that created the break of the low. Always look for that. I mean, that's what I look for. And that's how I mean, there's there's no other explanation how to look for imbalances made. That's just how you look for them, right? Again, you can look for imbalances all over the place, but it really doesn't matter. What you need to look for are the ones that matter to your entry model. In this case, this one right here, sliver, for example, in silver, this one right here. Why? Why, you ask? It's because this is the one that created the break of the lows. Why? Yeah. Did I get triggered? No. I didn't get triggered. Yeah, but that's fine. I probably will. So yeah, I mean that's how you look for them, mate. Um, Again, if you are interested in this approach, right? It's not that simple. I mean, it's not that simple. Um, but start just by going back in historic price action and just look at this. Just look at this. The break, the imbalance. I got filled. I got filled silver short, I think. Oh yes, I did. Oh yes, I did. So go back in historic price action, mate, and just look for just look for the breaks, the imbalances, then look how price came back to it, and start to figuring it out. Yes, mate, silver got triggered. Silver got triggered right here. I got triggered silver short. So I might get in a little bit of a drawdown, but that's fine. I like the setup a ton. I do like the setup a ton, right? Right. So that's me. Hold on. Let me just. Uh, yeah, that's me, mates. Again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Hello, from. How are you? Moi, je parle français aussi. Je sais que tu comprends bien le français, mais bien sûr, je comprends le français. Mais j'ai acheté du Dash to Trade. Il y a la possibilité d'intégrer le groupe VIP où il faut que j'en achète plus. Encore merci pour tes super vidéos. Merci mec pour avoir acheté du Dash to Trade. Mais si tu veux l'information à propos des groupes VIP, moi je n'ai pas cette info. Euh, Envoie un mail to our support team, and I almost started speaking Spanish. Yeah, and they will get back to you. Rodriguez Paulo, merci pour ton partage. Merci mec pour être ici. Euh, je m'amuse avec vous. Ouais, Silver Shorts got triggered. Uh-huh. Very cool. In the money. 18 pips. Fucking imbalances. Tu t'es renseigné hier? C'est à partir de 250 balles, c'est 250 euros. Ouais, c'est à partir de 250 euros, ou 250 dollars, ou 250 USDT. Je sais pas. Mais merci bien pour ton temps et les infos. Ah, tu parles français aussi, Advanced Life? Tu as pu en acheter encore hier? Moi? Non, moi j'ai acheté il y a 3 mois. J'ai acheté 1000 balles. Demain c'est le lancement. Donc c'est probable que je vais faire un live pour pour just watch it live, you know. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me. Again, anything you want to know, I do speak French and Spanish too. So, yeah, there you fucking go. Okay. Let's look at this sliver. Oh, this is so nice when things work out, right? But you know what? We are not out of the water. Not out of the water just yet, right? But yeah, this is looking very good. So, if you're not part of the VIP group, one, you should be part of the fucking VIP group. It's only 40 pounds, right? And we price it that low because we think that everybody should be, everybody should be making fucking money in the markets because, there's just too much money to be made here. So, yeah, equilibrium, yeah, beautiful, just above equilibrium. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep you posted. If you're not part of the VIP group, right, and you don't want to, that's fine. That's up to you. You're not going to get any updates on this trade, but I am going to be quite nice, and I am going to tell you that I'll probably will be taking a ton of it off should it make it to the London lows. Right? Again, this trade could get in a little bit of the drawdown here. Right? That's why I placed my stop losses above this high and not above this high. You know what? But it's looking good. Stay true to your fucking entry model. Always stay true to your fucking entry model. Don't chase the market. Remember, that's a big no-no. Don't chase the market. Just stay true to your entry model. Take profits. Always take profits. For example, this trade is up. How much? I don't know. It's just starting to. I don't even know how much I risk. 0.5%. So it's up. You know what? Fuck it. It's fine. We're good. I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, take care. And I'll probably no, I'm not gonna go live for the New York Open, but I will be trading the New York Open. And yeah, probably trading this S&P 500 setup that I talked about. Where is it? This one. Ah, shite. But you remember, right? Now, just before I log off, a very nice break of these lows on a sliver on silver, right? Yeah, it's looking good. I mean, we'll see, right? We will see. We will see. Just a last look at the USD. Yeah, this is going to help my trade, my silver trade. A little bit of bullishness on the US dollar is going to help me out a ton. All right, thank you guys. Cheers. Oh, hold. If you want to be part of the VIP group, the link is below this video, or everywhere around, right? Just try us out. You have nothing to lose. We're so confident on what we do, right? And we're so transparent also that, if you don't like if you don't like what we do, which can happen, right? This is not for everybody, right? And you should be with a group of traders that click with your trading personality, right? I'm not gonna blindly push whatever I do to everybody. Fuck no. And if it doesn't click with you, you can ask for your money back, for your 40 pounds back, right? It doesn't matter. But just try to take the step and just try us out. All right? Cheers.